Hello, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me well. I can see here some attendees joining us. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi.
I'll be waiting. Hi there. I'll be waiting a few more seconds till everybody's going to be online with us. Perfect. A lot of people joining us. Thank you so much. For the ones that are already here, I'm going to be doing this presentation in English because we're going to have students from Italy and Greece as well joining us. Can you all hear me well, please? And it would be useful for us to use the chat. If you can also mute your microphone, yeah, that would be absolutely perfect. Can you all hear me well? If you can say that on the chat section, please. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so for the ones that are already here, my name is Gabriela Mandrescu, and I'm gonna be giving you some information about the 3 counseling services that we have at Educativa. I'm gonna be waiting. Yes, we will record the presentation, yes. I'm gonna be waiting 1 more minute and then I'm gonna start with the presentation. I'm gonna share you my screen as well so you can all follow the main ideas on your own screens. Meanwhile, I hope you're all safe and comfortably sitting on your couch at home. How is everybody? Are you safe? Are you excited for this event? Safe and sound. Okay. Will this presentation be sent on email? If the person from IT could help me with this question, please. So the presentation will definitely be recorded. I'll try to keep this in mind that some of you might want it on email. Can't wait to start college. Yeah, hopefully that's going to happen pretty soon. All right. So we already have 79 attendees. So I'm going to be starting the presentation. As I was saying before, my name is Gabriela, and I'm going to be I'm going to have this presentation for you today regarding the studying abroad using the counseling services. I'm going to share my screen right now. Let's see. Perfect. So hopefully now you can all see my screen. Perfect. So as you can see here, we're going to be talking about applying for studies abroad with an education counselor. Meanwhile, it's important to note that if you have some questions, you can use the chat section, because we will have also people from Universalio, Edmerica, and Edmundo, these 3 projects that I'm going to talk about. We will have 3 counselors online here on the chat section, and they will be answering to you live on questions. I'm going to try to divide my time in the following way. So we have 40 minutes for the presentation. 30 minutes, I'm going to use them to give you the information that I want to deliver, and then I'm going to keep 10 minutes for the Q&A, if that's okay with you. Perfect, so I'm going to start the presentation. We're all here today thanks to this beautiful project, RIUF and IUF. These are international university fairs from Romania and Greece, and if we have some attendees from Italy, I'm so happy to have you here, saying hello to everybody. And again, I hope you're all safe and sound. So Educativa, as you can see here at the top, is the main organization. And these are just some of the projects that are running within Educativa. So I'm going to be talking about the counseling services, about these three: Edmundo, Edmerica, and Universalio. So at the beginning, I'm going to be talking about some benefits that you will have by accessing studies abroad. And then by the end of the presentation, you will gain some information and insights about what do we do within these three projects. So it's going to be very clear for you whom you have to contact in case you need an education counselor, because they are slightly different, and you need to understand the difference in order for us to help you the best. Perfect. So, well, a very first benefit would be the unique experience that you will have by accessing the studies abroad. And by saying that, I am referring to the fact that you will, well, first of all, you will leave your home and you will be an international student in an international campus, and therefore you will be interacting with people from different cultures from all over the world while being in the same place. And both your academic and your personal life will benefit from this experience. What I can say is that the campuses all over the world, especially, for example, I can give you an insight in the Netherlands, in the UK, in the USA, Canada. These are the most popular destinations. The campuses are quite big, and you will actually get to live with a lot of students from all over the world. And that will definitely make you feel like you're part of a community. Moreover, the quality of the education, I think it's a very important thing that I should highlight here. Let's start with the fact that the universities all over the world, they are aware of the fact that you're leaving your home because you want to access something better that you might find in your home country. And this is something that I always tell to my students: if you want to go abroad, do it also because you're looking for the next level, because otherwise you can just stay in your home country and access what's available there. So the universities, the international universities, are aware of this fact, and therefore they invest all of their resources into the technical part, into the laboratories. You will find, for example, for those who want to study medicine, you will find laboratories very well equipped that possibly you will not find in your home country. Apart from that, the universities again are aware of the fact that they are preparing you. You're doing this bachelor degree or master's degree because you want to obtain something at the end. And therefore, they are investing in your preparation for the employment, for being employed. And what I can tell you is that the statistics show that, for example, the universities from the UK or the Netherlands or the US, they have an employment rate of over 94% after graduation. And I think that says a lot about the quality of the of studying abroad. Well, the next point would be personal development. Probably most of you live with your parents at the moment, with your families, and it would be a very big step for you to get out from your comfort zone and manage your life in a foreign country in such a way that you will basically invest in yourself, from cooking, from washing your clothes. But you will also have a lot of fun with the other students, also in the considering the academic side, but also while going out and benefiting from the entertainment side. What I can tell you is that I would include this idea in the personal development part because it's very important. You need to know that the universities abroad, they have this strategy, I would call it, of making the student feel like he or she is at home throughout their offices, because they have these offices. For example, if you need, I don't know, you don't have any more money and you're trying to find a job, they do have an office, a counseling office, where you can go and share your problem, and they will do their best in helping you to find a job, maybe on campus, maybe off campus, so you can get some extra pocket money, or maybe you just miss your family. I don't know. You will have the possibility of accessing this kind of counseling, and maybe they will probably suggest you to, I don't know, to join a particular community, for example, for women's rights or for people who sing the guitar, play the guitar. So that would be a very good thing for you, because you will get to know more students that you're already be doing in your campus and in your student accommodation and during your classes. The fourth point here, as you can see, is it's profitable investment. It is a profitable investment mostly because what you give is what you're gonna get back, but much more. Of course, it's gonna be a financial investment, but apart from that, it's gonna be also an investment in terms of time and energy and knowledge. So you will give your time to yourself, and your energy as well. And then at the end, you will realize, probably and hopefully, that you have the resources, the skills, the knowledge gained after your academic degree in order for you to face the, I don't know, the market for jobs, for example. Moreover, in here at the profitable investment, I would also mention the fact that most universities can give you the opportunity of doing a paid internship during the, let me see here in chat if everything is okay. Hello, yeah, perfect. So you can all still hear me. Amazing. So I was saying that most universities could give you the opportunity of doing an internship during your degree, or there are these degrees called sandwich programs or placement programs. So basically, you pay for your degree, but the university will help you get a placement, a paid placement, where you can put into practice the knowledge that you gained. And I think that's an important thing. And of course, summing up everything that I said so far, it's leading to employability, because some of us, or most of us, are looking forward to have a career, to have a job, to put in practice the knowledge that they gained. So as I was saying before, most of the universities abroad, they have over 94% the employability rate after graduation. Just a quick tip: if you go on the website of any universities abroad, I would suggest you like a very simple one. If you go to Imperial College London, or to Newcastle University, you will see that they have a specific question, a specific section, sorry, where you can see the career opportunities and all of the statistics about the employability. So I think that's going to be super useful for you to know exactly what to expect to do with your degree before applying to university. All right, I'm going to do this so you can see my full screen. Perfect. So before going into more detailed information about these three counseling services that we have, which are Edmundo, Universalio, and Edmerica, I want to tell you exactly how can an education counselor help you. So what to expect again from us. First of all, it's going to be a personalized one-to-one counseling, and that could be either face-to-face if you're located in one of our offices in Bucharest in Romania, in Timișoara in Iași. So this is for Romanian students if they're seeking for face-to-face counseling. And also we have the office in Athens in Greece. And in the autumn, we're planning in opening one in Italy as well, but we will come back to you with more detailed information for the Italian ones. But what it's important to remember is that the counseling can be done on Skype as well. with the important mention that most of the counseling will be done through email, because we will have, throughout the whole application process, we'll have to work together on several documents which will require feedback. So most of the counseling is on email, but for anything that requires an emergency or requires more detailed information, we can use the phone, we can use Skype, or it's going to be face-to-face. For example, me, myself, I have plenty of, like most of my students, of my applicants, they're not from Bucharest, even though I am based in Bucharest, and that's working perfectly fine. So it's important for you to remember this, so anyone can access this counseling. Okay, the trained, experienced, and specialized professionals. Most of our counselors, they work at this project they've been working at this project for several years. I'm gonna keep looking for the chat as well. Yeah, so what's the difference between, as I was saying at the very end of the presentation, I'm going to come back with information about the difference between Universalio, Edmundo, and Edmerica, so you can understand exactly. Perfect. So coming back to what I was saying that the counselors from Edmerica, Edmundo, and Universalio, we all have this international experience. So we've all been studying abroad, either bachelor's or master's. We've been doing some exchange programs. So basically we come from the system. And more than that, we do have several years of experience of counseling students. So we can give you insights about from the experiences of our previous students. And I think that will help you a lot. Well, the first step in the counseling is, of course, seeing your profile and deciding where to apply. But the most important step, I think, in this phase would be to assess the eligibility criteria to make sure that you can apply to the programs that we've chosen together. For example, if you want to study international relations in the Netherlands, because I received this question earlier before on the chat, there was this applicant, she's studying philology. So basically she doesn't have mathematics in her curriculum until the very last year of the high school, but she wants to apply to international relations. So some of the university, they do request mathematics in the transcripts. So it's very important for you to know from the beginning if your desires match the offer, basically. And so therefore you don't have any bad surprises at the end when you want to apply, realizing that you're just not eligible. Okay, apart from that, it says here the constant feedback on the application document. Well, as I was saying before, we will work together for the application documents, and in 2 minutes I will tell you exactly what are these documents. The constant feedback, well, we do work in written with these feedbacks because it's very important for you to understand exactly and to see in written with comments where is place for improvement and what it could do to develop more your ideas. And then updated and reliable information from chosen universities. Of course, we will keep you up to date with anything that happens with the chosen programs. The universities, they do have a section that they keep updating on their websites, but of course, as we keep more in touch with them, we might know some extra details that might help you for the application. Okay, let's see. Perfect. So to continue with, we will definitely keep you informed about the financing opportunities and the accommodation. But these things about the how can I finance myself, the application for the loans or grants or scholarships, they will come after you receive an offer from the university in most of the cases, and the accommodation as well. So you will apply for accommodation mostly at the end of the 12th grade in high school. So after you know exactly where you want to go to study after you receive the offer. and we will guide you throughout the whole process. Access to an active student community. As I was saying, we do keep in touch with our ex-students, our ex-applicants. If you will access our websites, which I will be giving you at the end of the presentation, you will see that we have testimonials from most of them, and they are so kind to share from their experience. And more than that, we have Facebook groups, we have meetings, we have summer conferences where we bring together everybody, so you can actually get an insight from people who are experiencing what you're going to experience in a few months or in a few years. And then mentoring throughout the whole admission process. Again, starting with evaluating your profile to see what kind of activities you've done so far, what else we can recommend you to do for you to have a file application that's going to be complete. Then feedback on the document, choosing the right programs for you, because that's very important to do. Then after the feedback, the actual submitting the application together, and then keep in touch with the university to see, because in most of the cases, the universities will come back to you and give you different tasks apart from the previous application that you did. And then if you're going to have an interview, we're going to do a mock interview with you as well. That's available for Universalio and Edmerica. I'm going to mention in a second the Edmundo part as well. And then, of course, applying for financing and accommodation. And the tips and tricks about the international student life, that's a fun thing to do, because it's going to connect you with with your future colleagues through webinars that are available from the university that you chose to go to. And also we have this very big community of students that can give you insights as well about what's going to happen next. All right. Perfect. So we got to this part where I'm going to be explaining to you a bit about the documents that you need for an application. These are just some examples of documents. It's not going to be all of them for every single program. And moreover, some of the programs maybe will need something more that is not written here. But in general, these are some of the documents there that you might need for your application. So the application form, for example, in the US, where you can apply with Edmerica, you will make the application form refers to the common application. So that's the main platform where you will make your application. And that platform has several sections that you have to complete. So that's the application form. And then you will have to submit some documents, either PDF, Word, or I don't know, a picture or something. So the personal statement is what comes next. All right. And then in here, again, we will work with you for to get the final draft of the final version of the personal statement. You will begin with a draft, and of course, we'll send you the guides and everything you need to know in order for you to build this personal statement. And then after you receive a few feedbacks from us, you will see that everything it's gonna be more coherent, and you'll get to the final version. And then some of the programs might ask you as well some recommendation letters. It could be either 1 or 2 or 5. It can happen. Not all of them request for recommendation letters. It's important to mention that the recommendation letters should, in most of the cases, come from your professors. So from your high school professors, teachers, or for those of you who are studying a bachelor's, they should come from your teachers from the university. But also for those of you who want to apply to master's degrees, they might ask you as well for a professional recommendation letter, but those are particular cases. We can discuss this further if you need more information at our booth. The CV, again, is not necessary in every single program, but you might encounter this situation. Again, the education counselor will send you guides and examples so you can have a template and an idea of what to write in your CV. Then the English certificate, it's very important for you to remember that there are some countries where you must have the English certificate when you send the application. And among those countries, I could mention the Netherlands or even Denmark. So you must have this English certificate. There are countries like the UK where you can send the English certificate afterwards, so after you receive an offer, together with the final diploma from your high school or from your bachelor's. And the scores that you need to get for the English certificates, you will find them on every website of the universities at the entry requirements. Some of the universities, some of the programs that you are looking for will ask for admission tests. For example, in the US, you need to sit the SATs. If you want to apply to the medical school, for example, in the UK or Ireland, you need to sit an exam which is called either UCAT, BMAT, or HPAT. So it depends, or if you want to apply to masters about business, you might have to sit a GMAT. So it's very important to know from the beginning if you need to sit an admission test. And then the transcript, this is basically it's a paper from your university or from your high school, an official one with your grades. So it's very important for you to, if you know that you will need this transcript, to keep the grades as high as possible. And then if you are looking for an arts program, you might need a portfolio. And then for the interview, some of the programs will request this interview either face-to-face from you or via Skype. And with an education counselor from Universalio or Edmerica, you can do the mock interview, so we can prepare you for this big moment for the interview. And then, of course, after you receive the offer, you will need to send in your final diploma. All right, so now we got to the interesting part that you are all looking forward to. So where can you apply with these 3 counseling services? So I will start with Edmerica because this is the most particular one. This one is focused on the United States of America. So if you're looking for personalized counseling and if you want to apply to one of the universities from the United States, then the right counseling service that you should access is Edmerica. And at the end, I will give you the information you need to apply to university. So if you just Google Edmundo and you go on the website, you will see that they have a section with partner universities, because they have some universities from these 15 countries that they have partnerships with. So if your program is within those universities, yeah, please do contact Edmundo. If you want to apply anywhere else in the world and it's not about the United States and is not about these partner universities, then please contact Universalio. We're mostly, and we got to this page. So Universalio is a counseling service focused on admission to top universities around the world. But again, it's important for you to mention what I just said at the previous slide. So yes, we do apply to universities worldwide, mostly top universities and those who are not in partnership with Edmundo. There is a counseling fee at Universalio, and we do apply mostly to bachelor degrees and masters. And then let's go on to Edmundo. This is a free counseling service, and it's crucial for you to remember this because they have these partnerships and they allow you to receive free counseling in order to apply to university. So they have 170 partner universities with different programs, bachelors and masters. They have a wide range of programs, so please do check their website, and it's free counseling. And we got to Edmerica as well, which I was saying is a counseling service focused on admission to American universities. There is also counseling fee, and they do apply to bachelor, masters, and PhD. So I'm gonna get to the end in 2 minutes, and then if anyone has questions regarding these three differences, please do let me know. Okay, and the types of funding that that you can access as a prospective student. There are of course loans. What do you mean? What do I mean by loans? It's basically you borrow money from the government of that particular country, money that you will have to return after completing your studies. So the best example in this case would be the UK or the Netherlands. So you borrow this money before starting your studies. So for example, now I'm going to give you a concrete example. So now we are counseling the students who are about to start in the autumn, bachelor's degree, and this month from the beginning of March till July, we will send in by post the document with the application for this loan. And after you finish your degree, you will have to keep touch with the student loan company, so the company that gives you this loan, and let them know what you're doing, if you're employed or not, and you will need to start to repay the money. And then there are these grants. For example, in Scotland, the grants is basically the tuition fee that is practically zero for you. So the education system is not for free, but it becomes free because the state gives you this grant money that you don't have to pay back. And then, of course, you can access the scholarships and the awards from every university. Most of them, they do have the scholarships for students from the European Union as well, but also for international ones. And it's very important to mention that you can also access this loan from Fins. So if you can access their website and see in there how much money you can borrow. Now they're mostly focusing on those who want to apply to master's degrees, but they're thinking about doing it for undergrads as well. So just go on their website and you will see details in there if you want to access more loans than available here. And we got to the very end for now. So you will have here the websites for Edmundo, Edmerica, and Universalio. So if you can access this one, it's very easy for you to just Google it. So if you can just Google Edmundo and then Edmerica and Universalio, you will be able to contact us because we have the contact page as well. It could be either by phone. Make sure you use the dialing code if you're from Greece and Italy. And then, of course, you can email us at any time and someone will come back to you. Perfect. So let's see the stop share. Okay, let's see who raised the hand. Now I'm going to be taking Q&As. Let's see. So I have here a question. Okay, how can you manage paying tuition fee during student life? So the previous slide that I was showing you before the end said exactly that you can access loan, grants, scholarships, and you can also borrow money from Fins. Yes, there is an Universalio Counsellor here. You can also go to our booth if you would like. We have the booth in the exhibition hall, and you can go and speak directly with counselors from these three projects. So I hope I answered your question with the tuition fee. There are options, and even in the United States as well. In the US, it's slightly different than from Europe, because in there you will mostly rely on scholarships, but they're quite big, and yeah, they can cover your whole tuition fee. Let's see here. Okay, I will continue with the live one. When should I start searching for bachelor programs I want to apply for, and when should I decide as a high school student? That's a very good question. So if you're a high school student and if you want to search for education abroad, then my suggestion is to start doing a research by yourself as soon as possible. So this could be either 9th or 10th grade. So that could be something that you do by yourself. If you want to access the counseling services, we recommend you to start at let's say middle of the 11th grade. So it could be at the beginning of the second semester in your 11th grade, because there are quite a few things that we have to do together throughout the counseling before you can send in your application. So that would give us enough time to make sure we send a complete and coherent application to the universities. Okay, do you also have choose the subject of interest, offer guidance, and a vocational test? Or do you just help with university applications? Very good question. So Universalio, Edmerica, and Edmundo, we don't offer vocational tests. That's why we have a different project, which is called, I'm going to say it in Romanian, it's Opțiuni de Carieră, so career options. We do have a website as well, so you can access it, and there you can benefit from some vocational tests. So when you come to the counseling, to the education counselors, you know at least the big picture of your study domain. So that's going to be more helpful, because yes, exactly. So my colleague here wrote on the chat the career options. Perfect website. Okay. Then David is asking us that besides the loan offered by the British government to cover the tuition fees, there another loan you can access for the living costs. There is another loan. It's called maintenance loan. Please do come and visit our booth at Universalio so we can give you more insights, because that's a more complex matter with the maintenance loan. You can access this, but there are some eligibility criteria you need to meet. Basically, you need to be in the UK before a certain date. That's going to be 1st of September, for example, in the year of study, and you need to have a part-time job as well. Then Adi is asking us how are grants given, where you just need to submit an application. Most of them are online, but possibly by post as well, and you just receive the grant. What is the difference between grant and scholarship? Well, a grant is money that you access for your tuition fee, and so you can have a free somehow education system. And then a scholarship is some money that you actually receive in your pocket, so you can have them for I don't know, the accommodation or the living cost, or for food. Okay, we have one more question here. Do counselors help you with choosing the university, or do you have to have picked an university? We do help you with choosing a university, which help you with choosing the programs that you need. So if you come to us, say that you want to study political science, for example, in English. By the way, at Universalio, we offer counseling in English and French and Spanish as well. So if you come to us and just tell us the study field that you want to go for, it's going to be easier for us, so we can focus on a certain country or many countries if you want. For example, we have these students who make this combination between the France and Netherlands, or Netherlands and Denmark and UK, so you can have this sort of packages and apply in many countries. We do guide you throughout the whole process, so you can know exactly which universities match your desires and needs and goals. Do we need mathematics for politics and international relations? Not necessarily, but there are some universities, especially in the Netherlands, that do request mathematics. You will find universities that don't, and there are some that do. So that's why it's very important to check the eligibility criteria, the entry requirements from every single university. I have 5 more minutes, and I'll try to answer to as many questions as I can. It's okay if we have a university in mind already when applying for counseling. Of course, that's gonna that's desirable. That's great. But of course, if you are flexible and you want to receive guidance from the counselor, that's going to be great. Because, for example, I have. So what I'm trying to say is that when you come to a counselor, it's good to be open-minded, because somehow we try to balance this desires that you have, your profile, what you did so far, and the offer of the universities. So for example, let's say if you're a student who has only 10 out of 10 on your transcript, and you did a lot of volunteer work, and you participated in several international competitions, and you want to apply at a university that's basically the same level as someone from your country, we might try to encourage you to access a higher level, and the other way around works as well. So it's useful to have a university in your mind. That's great. You're so sweet, guys. But also it's great to communicate with your counselor. Let's see. I mean, I'm reading one more question from the Q&A. So how can we find whether we satisfy the requirements of a specific top university or not? And not necessarily about the exams or so, but the activities, the academic ones, for the personal statement. How can I find out what academic activities I need to do in order to certainly enter a top university? Where I would first of all mention this thing about certainly enter a top university. You don't have this, you're not guaranteed the entry if you meet all of the entry requirements, and you will see this all over the websites of the universities. So they do say that we cannot offer a place to every single applicant that meets the entry requirements. So there are some basic ones, of course, and if you meet them and you exceed them, of course, then definitely you have more opportunities. Well, you can find all of these entry requirements on the websites of the universities, but your question was referring whether you, how can you know if you satisfy this? Well, as I was saying, an education counselor has the ability of telling you if your profile matches what the university is looking for in a prospective student. Sebastian, let's see, Sebastian needs to have. Okay, one more question. How is the exam for medicine admission called? Alex, can you please tell me if you're referring to a specific country? So if you're referring to the UK, there are 2 types of exams. There is the UCAT and the BMAT. And then if you refer to Ireland, for example, there is the HPAT. So I'm going to write them here: UCAT, BMAT, and then HPAT. All right, but if you if you're looking for more countries, just come to our booth and we will answer your question. Do all the universities require CV? No, they don't require, not all of them require a CV, but some of them do. What is the most recommended English certificate? A very good question. Well, we did encounter some issues with the Cambridge certificate. It's very important for you to remember that the English certificate needs to be obtained in the last 2 years before starting your academic degree. So as an example, if you start your degree in September 2021, yeah, so next year, you need to have your certificate, English certificate, obtained maximum in September 2019. So it can't be older than 2 years, even if we talk about TOEFL, IELTS, or Cambridge Proficiency Advanced. I would recommend to you TOEFL, if you're referring, yeah, exactly. My colleague from Edmerica said that if you are applying to the US, I would recommend to you TOEFL. If you want to apply anywhere else, IELTS is the preferred option, but most of the universities do accept the Cambridge as well. Can I take the ACT in Romania? Yes, you can. You can go to Edmerica, to my colleague, and she will guide you through. She will let you know. Guys, I have, I think, 1 more minute and we will finish this. What if from the 5 universities I choose 2 are partner and 3 are not Universalio, right? Yes. If you want to apply to with Edmundo, you can apply to maximum 1. There is not a partner. So if you have more than 1, there's not a partner, you come to Universalio. Is it true that the universities help you with accommodation? They do provide you with information on how to apply to accommodation, but they don't guide you through the process of applying to accommodation. If you are still in the 11th grade, will Edmundo help you now, or should you wait until the 12th grade? You can contact the guys from Edmundo. If you're in the 11th grade, they will definitely help you now. I got accepted already to university, and I would need some help with the tuition loan application. You can contact, so if you need help only for the tuition loan, you can definitely contact us from Universalio, and we have packages that you can access basically to help you with this. Can you apply to more than 1 university with Edmundo, Universalio, and Edmerica? Yes, you can. It depends on the country where you want to apply. We do have several packages for Edmerica and Universalio, and with Edmundo, you can apply to the maximum of the maximum number of universities for every single country. So, for example, if you focus on the Netherlands, you can apply to 4 universities because that's the maximum that the government allows you to apply to. The process of application in Canada is similar to the process in the US. I wouldn't say so. There is a platform where you can send your application through, but it's slightly different, the one from Canada, in terms of documents. And again, if you come to the booth at Universalio, we will let you know more about that. Do you know what the art portfolio should include? Well, mostly there are, generally speaking, there should be around 20 pieces of your work, recent work. Is it true that in Denmark the university are tax-free? Yes, most of them are tax-free for the students from the European Union. Let's see, Andre Dragan, sorry for asking again, but I did not understand it at its fullest. As far as I saw, the Netherlands and England, there are not scholarships for high school results, such as Olympiads and good grades. I would not like to go with the government loan because I don't like, there are some scholarships based on merit, but most of them, they should be based on your family income. How do you think the UK current situation will influence the next year governmental loans? We don't have any official information regarding what's going to happen next year from 2021, but as soon as we will have them from the British government, we will update them on our website. So Edmundo, Universalio, and Edmerica, please keep an eye in there, because it would be useless for me to express my personal opinion unless I have foundation for this, like the official news from the British government. Is it counseling free at Edmundo and Universalio? It is. The counseling, it is free at Edmundo, but it's not free at Universalio. So at Universalio, you will have to pay a fee in order to have a counselor. Do you have partnerships with top universities like Oxford, Cambridge? No, Edmundo does not have partnerships with Oxford or Cambridge. But if you need a counselor, education counselor, you can come to Universalio because we do apply to these universities. And actually, if you go on our website for the testimonials, you will see that we do have several, well, plenty of students. They're already studying there, and they seem to be very happy with their choice. What is the most recommended English certificate? I already said that. Do you offer interview training? Yes, Edmerica and Universalio, within the packages that you will access, we do offer mock interviews. So basically, with the guidance that we will give you, we will send you some written guides, and then we will have the actual training for the interview face-to-face, as if we were part of the actual interview from the university. And that will definitely help you a lot. Are the quizzes from career options in English as well? Yes, they could be available in English as well. Yeah. If I'm in 12th grade, is it too late to apply for an abroad university? It could be late if you're looking for example to study in 2020 now in the autumn for some countries, but there are still some countries like the Netherlands when they where they have the extended deadline until the 1st of June. So if you contact us, we might be able to help you to apply now for the upcoming academic year. Yes. How do I get in touch with a guidance counselor that can help me get into an abroad universities? So if you go on the REUF main, well, the exhibition hall, you will see there the booth for Edmerica, Universalio, and Edmundo. Please do come there. Please do write us and let us know that you want to get in touch with one of us. Guys, again, I received this question about the difference between Edmundo, Universalio, and Edmerica. I'm so sorry I didn't catch the information while I was presenting it. But please do come to our booths. I don't think I have more available time, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this now. If you have any more questions, SAT or ACT, etc., please go to, for this specific question, please go to Edmerica. My colleague from there, she will be able to help you exactly and to give you the detailed information. So guys, please do come to our exhibit hall and write us in there. Yeah, you're very welcome. It's been a real pleasure to be here with you. I'm so sorry I have to finish this, but I'm running out of time. Thank you for your time, guys. Antonia said thank you for your time. Have a great day, you too, and I hope this is not going to be the last time when we're going to be in touch. Yeah, visit our websites. We do have plenty of available stuff for you and valuable information in there. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you're all safe and sound and take good care of you. And I really hope that we're gonna get through this. You know what I mean. Take good care of you. Mwah. Kisses to everybody, and I shall be in touch with you soon. Bye bye.